Have you ever asked those questions like, how long do I have to wait? Why aren't things changing? What do I need to do to make this different? Or even adding God into those questions and asking, where is God now? Why can't God do something? Why won't God do something? What's wrong with me? What does God have against me? And will God ever show up and do something? Those are the questions that are behind the book of Esther. This story about this person along with her whole nation of people who were displaced from their homeland. The Bible calls it the Promised Land. That land where God set it up as a place where people could feel and experience what it means to be in a relationship with God. And when they weren't in that home, that promised land, there was a feeling that they were not in a relationship with God. That God was far away, that they were distant from God. And they started asking those questions when they were not at home. Questions about, where's God? Why can't God change this? What's going on? And will this ever change? Those are the questions that are in the first half of the book of Esther. And it seems that things are going downhill for Esther and all of God's people. They're getting threatened, they're getting shunned, they're not getting favored, and they're not in the land that they've been in for a long time. And so things look horrible, and it doesn't seem like they'll ever be able to return home. But there's a moment in the book of Esther, a random moment, when something happens and all of a sudden the tide turns. Things change for Esther and her people in a moment. And in that moment, things change completely, to the point where all of a sudden Esther's people are free. Esther's people understand that they have hope again. Esther's people are actually celebrated by the land that they're in. I mean, there's so many things that change that they could have never imagined. And Esther, if she teaches anything to us, and if there's any reason for Esther to be in the Bible, it shows that at any moment, God can change everything. So when we're at a point of asking those questions, and we all ask those questions about, will this ever change? Can God do anything? What's wrong with me? God is powerful, but he's not showing up. Esther's encouragement to us is to hang on to that truth, that at any moment, God can change everything. And we all have stories of that. We all have stories that all of a sudden in this random moment, God decided to just change things. And situations were completely different. That's God acting and God moving. And Esther reminds us that that's one of the ways that God works. This week we turn to another great and epic story in the book of Daniel, the story of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego and the fiery furnace. Look forward to looking at it with you.